So how are you?
Yes, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing absolutely fine.
Yeah.
What have you done since this morning?
Since morning I have been cooking idli sambar. Do you know idli sambar?
Yes, I love
So
sambar.
you love sambar? Okay. So I prefer to cook sambar idli during weekends. So today is Saturday, so I thought of cooking them because my kids don't actually throw tantrums while eating them. So it's quite convenient for me to make them because it's easy process. I can cook it like as compared to other dishes. It takes less time.
Mm,
So I've done
okay.
that. Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
Two.
Gosh, you look so young. A person wouldn't look at you and say that you have two kids.
No, I have two. One is 6 years old, six plus, and the second one is 2 years old.
Oh, wow. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter.
Yes, I know. Last time you told me the story.
Yeah, only one child. I think one is enough.
Yet now I feel that one is enough.
Oh.
After experiencing, and now I feel that okay, one was enough. Why? I don't know why I planned for second. The only reason is that I wanted a girl, as I discussed in last video also. So
Yeah.
that's the only reason I end up having two boys.
Oh, gosh. Don't go
But
for a third. Don't go
no,
for a
no, not
third.
at all.
If you, what happens if you have another boy? Then you'll be
Yeah,
like,
I don't want to
gosh,
take any risk. It's very risky in India. Yeah,
risky. It's expensive.
expensive too. Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
So where do you live?
Chiplun.
I think you told me it is nearby Mumbai.
Yeah, about 4.5 hours away from Mumbai.
4.5 hours. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So does she go to school?
No, no, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
No.
No, I have seen parents when their children they become 2 or 2.5, they start going to play schools and all. So that is why I asked it.
I'm too attached to my daughter, so I don't want to send her off so early.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Great.
I'm waiting for, the right time. And I think that I will be the kind of father who will drop her off at the play school and sit outside and wait for the time to come so that she will come out so that I can take her. I wouldn't be able to come back home and wait for her to come.
Okay.
So I'll
Okay.
be
This
that
is
kind
what
of
I used
person.
to feel.
I think you having boys are usually attached with their mothers, right? No, you don't
I
feel
don't,
that?
I don't feel it.
No?
No, I don't feel it.
It's
Boys
always the
are like,
case.
they are emotionless. They don't have any emotions for anybody.
No, wait until they grow up. You will see that boys are very close to their mothers and girls are very close to their fathers.
Hmm. Yeah, I have heard this. That is usually happen, but I don't know. I feel that boys are like very emotionless. They don't have emotions. They are not, they are very rational, I feel.
Sometimes it's the case, but as they grow up, you start to realize that,
Maybe,
you know, now it's like they are at a tender age, right?
maybe.
They have nothing to worry about. They are just, you know, it's like they are just going with the flow,
Right,
right?
right.
But as they grow up, um, they tend to take on more responsibilities. When they reach standard 9, standard 10,
Fine. Okay.
they
Okay.
tend to take on more responsibilities and they start to show their emotions more towards their mothers. I mean, this
Right.
was the case with me and my two younger brothers.
Oh,
We are very attached with our mother.
okay. What can be the
I'm
reason?
actually, I don't know. I mean, it's just an emotion that men usually go through, men, boys. It's an emotion that they go through that mother always comes first. Yeah, I'm attached to my father as well. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I take care of him with his health because he is, both of my parents are diabetics. But my father has diabetes, he has blood pressure problems. So I often take care of his diet and giving him insulin and checking his blood pressure every now and then. And then if his blood pressure is elevated, then I would give him medicine for that. So I often take care of him because what the scenario is right now is my two younger brothers live in Mumbai. Okay, my mother also lives with them because she is working with a company that is situated in Mumbai. I live here in Chiplun with my wife and my daughter and my father. My father runs a small business just under our building. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not like it's a split family. It's just the only reason that my mom doesn't live with us is because she is working with a company that's situated in Mumbai. So that's why I'm the one person who takes care of my father.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Okay, so since we're talking about the children and family, I want to know about how we can make them learn a language. If I talk about the language like English, it's not that difficult today because we can provide the environment to the children and they can pick up that thing easily and they can be habitual of the same time. But I have seen families where kids are like 6 years, 7 years old, but now they feel hesitant because they didn't get the same environment since their childhood. And now they are at the age of 7 and they really hesitant to speak in English. They know English very well because studying in English medium, you get this advantage that you can understand everything, right? You can also
Right?
speak sometimes, but not that habitual. You don't feel confident actually. I have seen children like 7 years, 9 years old. They know English, but they hesitant. What we can do to make them fluent or remove their hesitation? Could you tell me something about that?
So as a mother, when you are at home, what I would advise you to do is to refrain from using any local language. Refrain from using maybe Hindi or whatever other language you use and start speaking with your kids only in English. Even if they reply in Hindi, right? You reply in English. Slowly and steadily, they will understand that, okay, my mother, whether I speak in Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, Telugu, doesn't matter. Whether I speak in any other language, she is going to respond in English. Inadvertently, what happens is that they get into the habit of also trying to speak in English with you, right? And this is the correct age for them, where you have to start speaking in English with them and get them to reply to you in English. Reason being, this is a tender age where their minds are able to expand into multiple horizons, multiple subjects, right? See, I'll give you an example. When a child is between 5 years old and 17 years old, right? They go to school, they go to junior college, and they have multiple subjects, right? They have multiple subjects. Why? Is because in at this age, their minds are tender. Tender in the way is that they can actually grasp more. However, as a person grows up, right, when they cross their 20s, it's not easy for them to learn something new. So what happens is they are only getting into a topic. Let's say, for example, someone wants to get into accounting, or someone wants to get into becoming a doctor or an engineer, right? So let's take engineering as an example. There are so many fields in engineering. However, the person, as an adult, they can't focus on learning all of the topics of engineering, mechanical, chemical, computer, AI, right? They have to choose one. Why? Because they will not be able to grasp everything. So they will only be able to focus on one topic, right? So that's what happens as an adult. But the best thing to do when you have young ones, okay, and you want them to perfect the language, especially the English language, this is the time where you need to only speak in English with them. Because see, when they go outside and they play with their friends, they are not going to speak in English. They will use whatever local language that there is. But you need to create an environment at home where at least one person in the family is only speaking in English with them. So what happens here? They get fluent in the English language as well as the other language that they use with their friends.
Right. But your picture is blur. I can't see you again.
I don't know why, because this only it only happens with you. Every other session that I have, the picture is absolutely perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, you had a question?
Yes, I want to tell you one thing. See why this question has came to my mind, because one of my friends, because I studied from a Hindi medium school. So one of my childhood friends, she called me. Her daughter is, I think, 9 or 10 years old, and there is no environment of English. It's better. Should I repeat my question?
No, it's okay. I basically understood what you said because your friend didn't have the environment of
Right,
having English as a language, right? And she's
right,
unable to speak with her children in the
right.
English language. So what she needs to do in a case like this is to create an environment, not see what she can do in this case is she can put on multiple videos, okay, that will help with the English language. But for her to make sure that her children is understanding, she needs to sit with them.
Mm-hmm.
She
Okay.
needs to sit with them and, they need to watch it together. In this way, what happens is that the child sees that, okay, my mother is also watching with me, so I should also pay attention, right?
Right.
And maybe after that, they can ask each other a few questions, whether it's broken English or not, that's perfectly fine. But they should ask each other questions based on what they watched, right? And do this every day as a practice, maybe for 15 to 20 minutes, right? That will improve the English of her children and it will give her the basics as well. It will help her as well.
I think I think you're absolutely right, because the same happened with me when studying English with my child. I was not able to speak fluently at that moment, but we started together. We both started together, and we used to watch multiple English videos together, because that is very true that if you are watching, then only your kid will join you. If you ask her or him that you watch alone, I'm doing some other work, they are not going to watch it. 100% true.
Yeah, they won't.
And this is what happened
Absolutely.
with me. Yeah.
They won't. So, yeah, these are a few practices that you can do with your kids. And it will help not only the children, it will help the parents as well. It will help the parents as well. In the case of your friend, she needs to get acquainted with the language because then she will be able to help the child when the child comes up with any questions about any certain subject in school. For example, Mama, there's this topic that I don't understand. So instead of the mother sending the child to, a tuition teacher or getting online to get the answer, the mother will be able to express that, okay, this is the topic, this is how you can, this is how you can tackle the topic. So these are certain ways, right?
I think
Karishma,
parents' involvement is
unfortunately,
must.
yes, yes, absolutely, it is. All right. So Karishma, unfortunately, we've run out of time. It was
Okay.
wonderful seeing you again. I hope that I was able
That's
to help you.
same. And today, a lot of difficulties as well. So,
And keep up the good work. I wish you all the best. All right. Take care of yourself.
yeah. So much.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me again.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Yeah.